Hi Collective, welcome to my channel, Cosmic Divine Seeker. Hi everyone. So this was the first reading that I was doing with the Tarot of Mystical Moments. Okay, I was really excited to get into this deck. I just picked it up for my anniversary and I wanted to record the first reading, and I was just shuffling the cards and these all came out right away for me. And I thought, you know what, let me just go ahead and record this, because I had said how I wanted to record the first reading, and then I was very much feeling guided to this deck because for the twin flames, right? The dualities of the cards are so beautiful, and I've been talking about being in this year of 2023, it's all about embracing that divine feminine energy. Divine feminines are really needing to balance out and get back into their energy of receiving, kind of not being, in their masculine energy too much in survival mode, needing to be very authoritative and taking charge and control of their life is good, but they need to get back to this receiving energy. And what's so beautiful about the mystical moments is they actually include 5 bonus cards with feminine attributes relating to the emperor. So there's a female emperor card in here, and there are the 4 kings that are bonus cards in the feminine version, right? So it would make sense why I felt so guided to this powerful mystical moments deck at this time, because a lot of these powerful unions are coming into play, especially following just a 777, this amazing energetic gateway and portal leading into Lionsgate of 88, which is all about alignments, awakening, spirituality. Just there's a lot of massive awakenings that are happening collectively. It's all in alignment with the cosmos, and our nodes just changed on the 17th of July. So we have this energy of now the new nodes, the new cycle for the next a few years leading us into 2025. So there's a lot of powerful things that are going on, but I wanted just to show you the few cards that came out. And how I placed them is the Lovers is right here in the center, right, which is on the bottom, what you don't see coming, right? And this represents, like a choice. The Lovers used to be, but it's about, you're choosing this partnership, you're choosing to come together. The Two of Cups, twos are also about choices and decisions, but if you look, these two, you see the identical the feminine right here, but about the intertwining of the love and that duality, because you really do have to work at partnerships and relationships, and you really have to ground yourself, right? There's a lot of mirroring energy that goes back and forth between twins. See, to me, there's a lot of twins that can be together but not in union, because you really have to work at them, right? Okay, and having the 4 of Cups right here, this is representing, like, she's sitting there, things aren't going as she had hoped, right? She looks kind of isolated, she looks sad, depressed, she's sitting out in the rain. What she doesn't even realize is that there's a beautiful bird here that's giving her shelter with this umbrella, right? And the different colors of I wanted to say rainbow, the different color of the umbrella represents her different perspectives, if she so was to choose a different reality, a different way of seeing things. She doesn't even realize that she's being protected from the rain here. And this is what I'm getting for a lot of you. Like, you could literally be with your twin already, but not even realizing it, because you have your mindset on a certain way. Maybe you have your mindset just stuck where you don't want to change, you don't want to choose to put in the work, you don't want to choose there's something here where a perspective is needed, because this is representing a missed opportunity, and it's right next to love here, where I feel that somebody could be missing an opportunity at love because they don't want to change their perspective, or they're being stubborn, or whatever it may be. But all this beautiful love, is radiating out of this cup, and she's looking into the mirror, into the reflection, right? It's like she's pouring all of this love, but is she pouring love into herself? Why is she looking into the mirror at herself, right? You know, and like I said, for a lot of divine feminines, a lot of the problem is that they were in survival mode. They were too much into, I think for a lot of feminines too, they were too much into having boundaries and kind of protecting themselves from allowing real love to come in. That real love is trying to come in for them, but they need to put their defenses down, and they need to be able to receive love, right? They have no problem giving love, but now it's about receiving love. That's why there's this big emphasis on divine feminines needing to receive love at this time, right? And that's why the duality of this card is so beautiful, is that you have to have that self-love for yourself. To me, that's why they very much look identical, because the self-love that you pour into yourself is going to mirror back to your twin to show them how to treat you as well. It's like if you're always putting them first, they're going to feel that energy of putting them first too. Do you see what I mean? That's why it's really, you have to pour that love into yourself, and it's going to trigger them to do the same thing, and then it's going to be more of a balanced reflection, right? So the Four of Wands is over here, which is celebrating and having a good time. This is what I feel that a lot of feminines need to do. You need to celebrate the work that you've done. A lot of you don't even realize that you're in fact with your twin, so you need to celebrate that. And there could be a lot of outsider influences and things like that that are affecting it, right? But if you look here, it's like, to me, we having the fours here. There's two fours. There's the Two of Cups, right? Okay, so there very much is this, it's like, it's like union is here, but there could be a missed opportunity of that, all because of not having self-love here, right? All right, so we've got the Lovers down here with the King of Wands, the Six of Wands, and look, we've got two more Kings down here next to the Ten of Pentacles. Look at all of these boss energies. You know, let me put the Lovers back down. Having three Kings with the Six of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. See, there is victory here and there is success. Let me talk about this card for you first. If you look here with the Six of Wands, to me this represents Divine Feminine right here. She has harnessed her power to be able to control this hummingbird, right? To be able to get on its back, and she's been controlling it with this beautiful flower, which would represent doing this out of love, right? And if you look now, there are 6 doves that are sitting on top of this beautiful flower, which represent admiration. And that's what I feel is going on here. By her embracing her feminine energy and her quality, and being in love and light, and taking charge and control of something, whatever this hummingbird could represent for you, taking charge and control of your life, you know, whatever this is, you're definitely getting attention from it, and others are seeing it. And now I feel that there's choices, because the Lovers used to represent a choice, right? And here's the Seven of Wands too, breaking free from those boundaries, right? And those restrictions. Okay, but I want to more talk about these energies now here. Now the Ten of Pentacles, that's a legacy, infinite abundance, and all of that. That is right surrounding these kings, but it's right in between a King of Wands and a King of Swords. And if you look, 2 of these kings are represented in the feminine attributes, right? So the King of Wands and the King of Cups, these are the feminine cards, the bonuses, right? So these 2 kings here are representing the feminine energy. So I feel more, this is your energy, right? It's like, to me, you were looking at all of these other options, but I don't think you were realizing how powerful you were. Because if you look, there really is just one King of Swords. All right, just a minute, guys. Okay, I've got to keep this on. I'm on a phone call right now, so I will have to end this when it takes over. I was trying to keep my Bluetooth on, and it just went out. Hold on, let me do this. Okay. So, this King of Wands here, and the feminine energies, if you look, all the magic that is coming out of this wand here, she's really reclaimed her power, and to me, she's really been alchemizing and creating these situations, bringing about what it is she truly desires, because it's about taking charge and control and being very authoritative, right? But doing it out of love here. Because in this King of Cups, if you look at how powerful she is standing there over the oceans, right? Firm in foundations, and this ship is going right through her between the rocks here, which, you know, and she's holding the ship up here. She's very, very powerful, very bold. This is somebody that's really harnessed. I'm getting feelings, emotions and feelings and passions and desires. You know, these are two very, very powerful feminine energies, and I think that is what led Divine Feminines getting to this point of severity. I'm hearing is that it took the journey, it took being in survival mode, it took all of those experiences to get her very solid and very much in her energy, in her power, right? So you really have to embrace those situations, and a big part of it too is when you get into this survival energy, you kind of, you have a little bit of woundings, you have a little bit of you know, maybe anger, maybe a little bit of you know, you don't really understand. A lot of times you don't really understand that what took you to get into those survival energy, what took you to get into your power. A lot of those were woundings, right? And a lot of times we use the woundings and the past hurts we flip them, we fuel them into anger, right? And a lot of times we use that anger then as a passion to be able to, you know, to take charge and control of our life. But if you don't realize is it's like layers, right? You really have some hidden woundings that were there, and it's like, yes, you've definitely harnessed, you know, your power, and you're very bold, right? And you're taking charge and control of your life, which is beautiful. But at the same time, because you're so strong and in that energy, you're also not able to let in, you know, love and things like that, because that would require you to be vulnerable and to put your defenses down. And that's kind of the cycle that feminines have been stuck in, is they need to, it's beautiful that you're in these energies. Yes. Okay. So now you've mastered that, but now you got to dip into the feminine energy, and you have to heal out the trauma that is still there. So that way you can receive love, but you can still be in this bold energy. Do you see what I'm saying here? So that is why feminines are struggling. Ooh, my candle went out right as I said that. So that is what's going on here. That's like the final part. That's why, and I've been seeing a lot of other readers in the collective and picking up on this too, that Divine Feminines really need to pour in self-love. They need to do things that are going to embrace the feminine energy, which is going to allow them to receive. I don't even really feel it's going to be that hard to get into this feminine energy, because once you're this solid in emotions, it's like you're not going to let anybody come crash you down. All that work has been done, but it's just pulling back the masculine energy, that survival mode energy a little bit, to allow this feminine energy to come in. And that's all that really needs to happen here. So really, and even you could be getting other readings or looking into things and seeing a lot of these energies around you, but you don't even realize a lot of it's your own energy. And that's what's so beautiful about the duality of the stack, getting to see the feminine and the masculine energies. That this is what I mean. This is somebody that needs to realize, if you've got a lot of King of Cups, King of Wands energy, that this is your energy coming out, right? It very much is. So really, you know, that's why I feel there could be a missed opportunity, because you could be so defensive at this time that you don't even realize that. Okay, just a second, guys. Yes, I'm here.